What causes gambling addiction? As an addiction counselor specializing in gambling, I get this question a lot. So in this video, I'll share what causes gambling addiction and how it's a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and social factors. So let's get into it. From a biological perspective, gambling behavior in humans may be inherited from our early ancestors. Imagine living in a wild, unpredictable world, needing to take risks to survive, like foraging for food or avoiding predators. Those who were motivated by uncertain rewards, like finding a hidden food source, had a better chance of surviving and passing on their genes. Now think of this inherited trait as a powerful engine in a car, with dopamine being the fuel that powers the engine. Dopamine is a brain chemical that creates feelings of pleasure and excitement, motivating us to seek out rewarding experiences. For our early ancestors, dopamine-driven motivation helped them take risks and explore, which was essential for survival. In today's world, we no longer need to take such risks to survive. But the gambling industry exploits this neurological trait. When you gamble, your brain releases dopamine because rewards are unpredictable. This creates a strong desire to keep going, seeking the unpredictable reward. Problem gambling is like having this dopamine-fueled engine stuck on overdrive. The thrill of potentially winning, even after many losses, keeps the engine running. The gambling industry takes advantage of this by designing games with unpredictable rewards that constantly stimulate dopamine release. This tricks our brains into a cycle of continuous motivation to seek these uncertain rewards, much like our ancestors were driven to survive in uncertain environments. Gambling addiction is not just about the thrill of the game. It often masks deeper emotional pain. The rush of dopamine that creates the feelings of pleasure and excitement can act as a powerful distraction from underlying issues, such as stress, anxiety, depression, or trauma. Over time, this pattern of using gambling to cope with emotional pain becomes a cycle. The temporary relief from distress reinforces the behavior, leading to repeated gambling despite its negative consequences. As the addiction progresses, the underlying emotional pain remains unaddressed, often worsening as your life becomes more and more consumed by gambling. The cycle of seeking dopamine highs to distract from emotional pain is a key factor in gambling addiction. This is why it's important to address the root causes of emotional distress and treatment rather than focusing solely on the gambling behavior itself. Social factors play a significant role in the development of gambling addiction. The environment in which you live, the people you interact with, and the cultural norms around you can all influence your gambling behavior. In many societies, gambling is not only accepted but celebrated. Casinos, lotteries, and online betting platforms are widely promoted, creating a culture where gambling is seen as a normal and desirable activity. If your friends, family, and colleagues gamble, you may feel social pressure to join in, making it easier for gambling to become a regular part of your life. Another important societal influence is the rise of limbic capitalism. According to David T. Courtwright, this is an economic system that capitalizes on the brain's limbic system, the part of the brain responsible for emotions and reward processing. The gambling industry is increasingly engineering their products to trigger emotional responses to create addictive behaviors by leveraging research from neuroscience and psychology to maximize engagement in order to maximize profit. Limbic capitalism has led to the proliferation of gambling on mobile devices and aggressive advertising strategies. With the rise of online gambling platforms, you can now gamble anytime, anywhere, with increasing access and temptation. Advertising campaigns are carefully crafted to appeal to your emotions, using bright colors, exciting imagery, and promises of big wins to lure you in. These advertisements are pervasive, like a form of cultural brainwashing, conditioning us to accept a glamorized and normalized perspective on gambling, leading to the fear of missing out if you're not engaged in it. If you're struggling with gambling, you don't have to face it alone. As a certified gambling counselor, I understand the complexities of gambling addiction and the powerful grip it can have on your life. But there is hope, and it starts with reaching out for support. Click the link in the description to schedule a free virtual consultation so we can work together and help you finally gain freedom from gambling addiction.